Hi guys, on August 3 there will be Cold Fighter in Los Angeles.
Finally, boxing professionals have made their final decisions regarding who wins the Crawford versus Madrimov fight. Many of them gave exciting takes and analysis. The D-Day is finally here, where American boxing experiences one of its most exciting fight nights ever, with not only a main card to watch out for, but with a mind-blowing undercard featuring several world champions.
Out of Omaha, Nebraska, USA, Terence "Bud" Crawford!
It's the day where one of the greatest pound-for-pound kings of this generation steps up to take a greater challenge.
Now first onto the scales.
And in just a few hours from now, we'll see Terence "Bud" Crawford add more accolades to his exquisite reputation or damage what he's built throughout a career of 15 years and 40 fights.
Ladies and gentlemen, will be the defending champion.
As far as we can see, the stars are aligned for Crawford and it'll just be like the past 40 fights have been. At least that's what he'd believe.
Floyd, a quick prediction for Crawford Madrimov. What do you think of that?
Arguably one of the greatest boxers of our time, Floyd Mayweather, has made a big prediction about the highly anticipated match between Terence Crawford and Israil Madrimov.
A good fight. You think the winner should get Canelo in the next one?
Mayweather, affectionately known as Money, believes this could potentially be the best fight of the year, drawing in countless boxing enthusiasts from around the globe. In a recent press conference, the undefeated champion did not hold back his opinions.
Floyd?
I predict Crawford versus Madrimov will be one of the most exciting fights we'll see this year, Mayweather confidently stated. This is high praise, especially coming from a boxer who retired with an undefeated record of 50-0. Terence Crawford, the current WBO welterweight champion, is no stranger to intense, high-stakes fights. Known for his quick thinking, strong jab, and powerful knockout punch, Crawford has managed to dominate numerous encounters in the past, securing a reputation as a formidable, skilled, and determined fighter. Conversely, Israil Madrimov, a relative newcomer in comparison, has quickly made waves in the world of boxing with his outstanding athleticism, impressive speed, and inexhaustible stamina.
The defending champion, Israil "the Dream" Madrimov!
His unique style and swift boxing prowess had led many to consider him a real threat. Mayweather's prediction doesn't come as a surprise to the athletes' families or their millions of fans worldwide. Mayweather went on to discuss the strategy he anticipates from both fighters. Both Crawford and Madrimov are going to bring their A game. They can't afford not to. Expect a night filled with electric energy and some unforgettable boxing, he told the press. He further advised both athletes to go beyond their comfort zones, push their boundaries, and keep their eye on the prize.
It's all for the WBA Super Welterweight Championship.
Mayweather's endorsement of the Crawford versus Madrimov fight is a testament to the dynamism and skill that both pugilists showcase, further adding frenzy to the anticipation surrounding the fight. What makes Mayweather's prediction even more special is that he isn't known for making them regularly.
Of the world!
His confidence in this fight and both boxers' abilities implies that he sees something unique and significant about the game, underlining the importance of the Crawford versus Madrimov showdown. While Madrimov may not have years of experience on his side like Crawford does, Mayweather suggests that this could be an advantage. Madrimov's fresh outlook and unconventional style could surprise Crawford, making the fight all the more interesting, Mayweather stated. He added that Crawford would need to utilize his vast experience and ring intelligence to combat Madrimov's unpredictability. In conclusion, both fighters have earned Mayweather's respect and recognition. Mayweather eagerly awaits the exceptional fight that he believes Crawford and Madrimov will put on, and boxing fans share his enthusiasm. The fight is poised to be a thrilling strategic and physical contest between a seasoned professional and a talented young contender. Only time will tell if Mayweather's prediction comes true. The countdown to the Crawford versus Madrimov fight has begun, and there's a palpable sense of excitement in the world of boxing.
Hi guys, on August 3 there will be Cold Fighter in Los Angeles.
Regardless of the outcome, both fighters have already achieved an accomplishment by piquing the interest of a boxing great, Floyd Mayweather. Alexander Usyk also added his prediction. It's no secret that the former undisputed world heavyweight champion is a good friend of Terence Crawford. Hence, he predicted the fight not just in favor of his friend, but in favor of a fighter who uses a particular fighting style in approaching his opponent.
The strong forward guy will win. Good luck, guys.
Hi guys, on August 3, there'll be a GOAT fighter in Los Angeles. Riyadh season, the strong forward guy will win. Good luck, guys, Alexander Usyk said. Terence Crawford, the consensus best pound-for-pound boxer in the world, has added weight in hopes of claiming another title.
7 KOs, 1 technical draw. The pride of Kiva, Uzbekistan.
Crawford will try to become a 4-division champion when he faces Israil Madrimov for the World Boxing Association super welterweight belt at BMO Stadium on Saturday. It is the first fight for Crawford at 154 pounds since he stopped Errol Spence Jr. in July 2023 to become the undisputed welterweight champion.
154 pounds for the reigning and defending world champion.
A lot of people forget that I punch hard and I'm strong too, said Crawford, who has also held titles at super lightweight and lightweight. A lot of people are overthinking this whole fight, like he's the bigger guy, he's the stronger guy since I'm moving up in weight. A win over Madrimov would set up intriguing possibilities for Crawford's next fight, including a lucrative showdown against Canelo Alvarez.
Scales, the fighting pride of Omaha, Nebraska, USA.
Crawford thinks the added size at super welterweight will benefit him, to say nothing of a catchweight super fight against the 168-pound champion Alvarez. Like I've said all fight week, I feel like I'm going to be stronger. I'm going to be more energized, Crawford said during a press conference in the outdoor courtyard at Grauman's Chinese Theater in Hollywood on Thursday.
Bud Crawford!
I don't have to lose the extra 7 pounds, so it's going to be less stress on my body, and I'm ready. I'm going to be feeling great. The pound-for-pound great and 3-division boxing champion successfully made weight on Friday, tipping the scales at 153, 4 pounds ahead of his bout against World Boxing Association super welterweight champion Israil Madrimov, who weighed 154 pounds.
153.4.
Crawford, 36, seeks his 4th divisional title by moving up in weight to face Madrimov. I'm already the best in the world at 54 when I step into the division, Crawford said. How many gold medalists, silver medalists, Olympians have I beat? A lot of them got a decorated amateur pedigree and background, and they all left the same way. And I'm looking forward to him leaving the same way again this Saturday.
Here they are, champion and challenger.
Following a decorated amateur career, Madrimov, 29, captured the World Boxing Association super welterweight title in just his 11th professional bout when he knocked out Magomed Kurbanov in the 5th round this past March. Both fighters are undefeated in their professional boxing careers, although Crawford owns 40 wins compared to Madrimov 10.
It's all for the WBA Super Welterweight Championship.
Saturday night will be a great fight, Madrimov said. Don't miss it. A brutal life being raised, effectively in the wild, of Uzbekistan is one thing. A main event under the hot lights of a summer ring in Los Angeles, with Terence Crawford in the opposing corner, is quite another. For new World Boxing Association junior middleweight champion Israil Madrimov, the opportunity to parlay that title glory into a victory over an unbeaten 3-division champion is appetizing. In the eyes of Pro Box TV analysts Teddy Atlas and Paulie Malignaggi, pulling off that upset will require a display of slippage from Crawford, who will turn 37 a month after the August 3rd fight at BMO Stadium in Los Angeles.
I never will go against Crawford. That man is special. He's special in every way.
At this time, you can always age overnight. Former welterweight title holder Malignaggi said on Tuesday's episode of Deep Waters, "Guys just show up older. You consider that in the Madrimov fight." Crawford will have been out of the ring for a full calendar year when he steps into the ring at BMO Stadium to headline the debut U.S. card of Saudi Arabia's Turki Al-Sheikh, chairman of the nation's General Entertainment Authority.
Most important way, inside himself, in his mind. He doesn't believe anyone could beat him.
However, that most recent bout was a doozy. An utter domination of the unbeaten three-belt welterweight champion Errol Spence Jr., which Crawford closed with a 9th-round stoppage to cement his second term as an undisputed champion after also doing so at 140 pounds. It's like going into a sausage grinder. Crawford's going to grind you up with counterpunches, Atlas predicting that age and slowed skills are the only things I see beating Crawford.
God bless. Teddy, thank you very much.
It's not linked to moving up in weight, and he doesn't have a lot of miles on the odometer. I judge a guy by the amount of punches he's taken, by how many tough fights he's been in. He's still fresh. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Madrimov, who counts unbeaten light heavyweight champion Dmitry Bivol and former unified junior featherweight title holder Murodjon Akhmadaliev as gym mates in the Coachella Valley desert locale of Indio, California, has seen an inspired rise to becoming a world title holder after a distinguished amateur career and a gritty youth.
Thanks, man. God bless.
God bless you.
Chariales.
Madrimov is rough around the edges and can give you a rough time, Malignaggi said. He's a new champion, and he's going to be hungry and wanting to create a bigger name for himself and his legacy. Crawford would be a huge feather to have in his hat. But if Madrimov is going to have a chance, he has to hope Crawford has lost a few steps. Atlas responded that the problem for Madrimov is going to be speed and all the elements Crawford brings. He's got good eyes, good timing, he's so calm that he slows the fight down like Michael Jordan would slow the game down. I've watched Madrimov, and yeah, he's a real experienced amateur, and yeah, he's physically strong, and yeah, he's technically solid.
So when Crawford moved up from 135 to 140,
Tim Bradley says Terence Crawford beating himself is the only way he loses right now. I think the only person that can beat Crawford is himself at this point, Bradley told Fight Hype recently. Madrimov is the champion and he must be respected, but as far as skill for skill, Crawford all day. I think he'll do well against Canelo, I really do. Would I be nervous if they were to fight? Hell yeah, because Canelo can punch, and all it will take is one big punch. But as long as he uses his legs, his athleticism, and his defense to get out of the way, then he should be able to beat Canelo.
I haven't seen much of Madrimov, but I think Crawford's a very technically great boxer.
Tim Tetsu, who will be returning to the ring after a bloodbath against Sebastian Fundora in March, also chose Crawford as his favorite. He said, I haven't seen much of Madrimov, but I think Crawford's a technically great boxer, one of the best in this generation, so I think he'll get the job done. In the lead up to Saturday's defense of his junior middleweight title at BMO Stadium in Los Angeles, Israil Madrimov has made no secret of his admiration for the accomplishments and style of his opponent, Terence Crawford.
Israil, first title defense for you, and it's a big one against the man who has long been the pound-for-pound king. How are you feeling heading into this fight?
My dream has always been to fight the best boxers and the pound-for-pound boxers, Madrimov said. When I received the news that I would be making my first world title defense against Terence Crawford, I was very happy. Let's go. I am ready all of the time. Still, some wonder if Uzbekistan's Madrimov truly is ready. Although 29 years old and with a prolific amateur background for a foundation, Madrimov has made only 11 professional fights. His title-winning bout came in March in Saudi Arabia in a convincing fifth-round stoppage of a somewhat less convincing belt holder in Magomed Kurbanov. The distance between Kurbanov and Crawford feels like every mile between Riyadh and LA. He doesn't have any weaknesses, Madrimov said of Crawford.
What's up, Eric? Thank you for coming. I'm feeling great.
I haven't seen any of those, but I will try to discover some. I am very excited to get this opportunity to make a statement, and I will, inshallah. I'm not Errol Spence Jr., I am Israil Madrimov. This is my division. Crawford, for his part, will be testing the lengths to which he's capable of climbing the ladder after having already certified his dominance at 135, 140, and 147 pounds. Plenty of past champions so deep into their career learned their limits against an opponent who wasn't fully appreciated until after making their bones against them. He's moving up in weight, Madrimov said.
My dream is coming true because I'm feeling great. 3 weight divisions. Nobody has been able to beat this man.
I'm the world champion here, and I don't think about him. I think about myself, and I think about accomplishing my goals and winning this fight. It's a huge honor and opportunity for me to show my skills, and I want to win this fight in style. Rather than distracting from his mission, Madrimov's respect for Crawford actually fuels it. He's motivated by the challenge of scaling a mountain whose summit has yet to be reached. I have always been a fan of Terence Crawford, Madrimov said. I like his style. He has great movement. It's a good style. It is true that he is one of my favorite boxers. There is always a first guy, and I want to be the first guy to beat him and to break all of the records.
You know, sometimes you have to ride off of somebody else's confidence until yours kicks in. And I had a brother, Dudley.
Former 3-division world champion Duke McKenzie predicted quite a close fight, however. He saw it ending in Crawford's favor. This fight isn't as straightforward as many believe. Madrimov is young and starving for victory. This really is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for him to fight a modern-day great in the form of Terence Crawford, a 2-time undisputed world champion. Those credentials don't come along very often, even in the modern-day era.
Who gave me just about everything I needed to become.
While I see Madrimov giving a great account of himself, how do you beat a man with no obvious flaws? A switch-hitting genius, there is no blueprint on how to outbox or outpunch Crawford, and there are not enough superlatives to describe Crawford. Madrimov is the WBA champion and won't go down without a fight. I see Crawford winning via a wide, unanimous points decision. Popular boxing trainer Rudy Hernandez surprisingly predicted the fight in Madrimov's favor for some reasons known to him. He said,
"Yeah,
You know, one of the up-and-coming guys.
why isn't he?
Why isn't he fighting? Why is he not looking to fight?
For the first time in Crawford's career, I'm going against him. Madrimov, like Crawford, can fight at any distance and in any stance. Crawford is fighting a fighter somewhat similar to him. The difference is, Madrimov is fighting in his natural weight class. Joel Diaz got a rough diamond and has polished him up enough to where he can beat one of my favorite fighters. I think the lack of activity in Crawford got old the night of this fight. The torch changes hands. In a close fight 7 rounds to 5, Madrimov will win a split decision. It's come full circle for trainer Joel Diaz inside the walls of his accomplished Indio, California gym. From the burst of seeing the amazing talent of a young Terence Crawford, to the plotting of Crawford's demise with Diaz's junior middleweight champion, Israil Madrimov. It's a very tough task. Terence Crawford is the best fighter pound for pound and very well-rounded. It's an honor to work on a plan to beat him. We have a good strategy with a good fighter, Diaz told ProBox TV. 3-division champion Crawford is seeking a 4th division title against World Boxing Association title holder Madrimov in Saturday's main event at BMO Stadium in Los Angeles, and victory has the potential to propel Crawford toward a date with 4-division champion Saul Canelo Alvarez.
Best fighter, pound for pound, very smart, very well-rounded fighter, you know, and I know him very well. I've been a big fan of Terence Crawford.
While Diaz knows Nebraska's Crawford maintains a clean living lifestyle and possesses double-handed power, so does Uzbekistan's Madrimov. You don't know what to expect with Crawford, and Madrimov is the same way. They both dominate their stances from both sides, so we've had good left-handers, right-handers, speed guys so we can be ready, Diaz said. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.